Everyone is talking about AI, but most people are still figuring out where to even start. If you've been waiting for the right moment to jump in, or you're worried you're already too far behind, here's the truth. You're not. In fact, the next 6 months might be your best opportunity to actually get ahead. I'm about to show you exactly how to learn AI fast in 2026. So fast, you'll be ahead of 99% of people still trying to figure it out. Over the past few months, we've been studying how the fastest learners are approaching AI in 2025 and 2026. We're talking about people at Turing College and other boot camps, places specifically training the next generation of AI professionals. And we noticed something incredibly interesting. The ones who are actually getting jobs, building real projects, and making money with AI, they're not learning everything. They're following a very specific, proven path. And here's what shocked us. This path is way simpler than people think, and it's completely different from how most people approach learning. These 6 tips separate the people who actually use AI from the people who are still stuck learning. Tip 1, know your problem first, then pick your tool. Here's where most people completely waste their first 3 months of learning AI. They ask, which tool should I use? So they download ChatGPT. They download Claude, then they watch a video about Perplexity. Now they have 3 tools installed and no idea how to use any of them. Why does this matter? Because when you start with a tool instead of a problem, you're learning in a vacuum. You're memorizing features. You're watching tutorials, but you're not solving anything real. And that's why most people quit, because it feels pointless. The fastest learners we studied all did the same thing. They started with a problem, a real problem they actually had. Then they looked for the right tool to solve it, not the other way around. Here's exactly how to do this. Step 1. Write down your biggest problem. What takes you the most time at work? What causes the most frustration? What task do you repeat constantly? Be specific, not I'm unproductive. Say, I spend 90 minutes every day writing similar emails to different clients. Step 2, know what type of tool you need. This is critical. There are really only 5 main categories of AI tools. Know which category solves your problem. 1, large language models, or LLMs. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini. These handle text, answer questions, write content, and analyze documents. If your problem involves writing, thinking through ideas, or analyzing information, start here. 2, research and knowledge tools. Perplexity, Notebook, LM. These find information and organize what you already have. If you're drowning in research or data, use these. 3, image and design tools. Midjourney, Ideogram, ChatGPT image generator. If you need visuals, thumbnails, or graphics, go here. 4, video and animation tools. Runway, Sono, 11 Labs. If you're creating video, audio, or voiceovers, this is your category. 5, automation and workflow tools. Zapier, Make, N8N. These connect other tools and handle repetitive tasks automatically. Use this when you're ready to scale. Step 3, pick one tool in that category. Now that you know which category, pick one specific tool, just one, not all of them. Example, I spend too long writing emails. Problem identified. Category, LLM, text writing, tool, ChatGPT, done. Step 4, use it for your real problem. Don't follow generic tutorials. Don't watch someone else's example. Use the tool on your actual task you're working on now, not in the future. Take that email problem. Open ChatGPT today, paste in a real email you wrote, ask it to help you write similar ones faster. That's real learning. The pattern we saw people who started with a problem solved it within a week. They felt successful and then wanted to learn more. People who started with tools, they spent weeks watching tutorials and then gave up because they never felt like they actually accomplished anything. The motivation comes from solving a real problem, not from learning theory. But here's the thing. Just having the right tool doesn't mean you'll get good results. I've seen people use ChatGPT for months and still get mediocre outputs. The difference? They never learned the actual framework that makes AI respond the way you want it to. Tip 2, master prompt engineering. The AIM context rules framework. Most people ask AI like they're asking Google. Vague questions get vague answers. Then they blame the AI, but the problem is always the question. Prompt engineering is just learning how to ask better questions. It's not technical, It's not complicated. It's literally a 3-step formula that works every single time. The formula is called AIM Context Rules. AIM. What do you want the AI to do? Write an email. Explain quantum physics. Generate code. Be specific about the end result. Context. Who's this for? What background do they have? What's the situation? Context is where most people fail. You give the AI almost no information and they wonder why the output is generic. Rules. What constraints? Keep it under 100 words. Make it funny. Include a data table. Add 3 examples. Real example, nobody teaches. Bad. Write an email to a potential client. Good. You are a friendly but professional SaaS founder. Write a 2-sentence email to a busy marketing manager at a tech company. The goal is to schedule a 15-minute call about email automation tools. Be casual, but don't ask directly for the meeting. Make them want to take the call. Include a specific problem that their industry faces. See the difference? Same AI, completely different output. The second one works because you gave AI a role, SaaS founder, context, marketing manager at tech company. Goal, schedule a call, tone, casual professional, length, 2 sentences, and strategy, don't ask directly. Pro tip, write this formula on a sticky note next to your monitor. After 2 weeks, it becomes automatic. You won't even think about it. You'll just naturally ask better questions. People who use this framework consistently say their AI outputs improve by 300 to 400%. That's not an exaggeration. That's what better prompting actually does. Okay, you've got your tool locked in. You're asking better questions. Now, there's one mistake that separates people who are just using AI from people who are actually ahead of the competition. Tip 3, stay ahead of the curve. Follow leaders, test new features. Here's where a lot of advice gets it backwards. Everyone says ignore the hype. Stay focused on one tool. And sure, that is good advice if you're just trying to get by. But if you actually want to be ahead of 99% of people learning AI, you need to do the opposite. Because AI is moving faster than it ever has. New capabilities are being released constantly. The people who are winning, they're the ones who see a new feature and immediately test it against their workflows. They spot opportunities before everyone else does. They're not playing catch up 6 months later. The difference between someone who's just using AI and someone who's building a competitive advantage is this. They're staying informed. They're testing new things. They're seeing how updates are actually applied to their specific problems. Here's exactly how to do this, and it's easier than you think. Step 1, follow the right resources. You need information flowing in, not passively, actively. Follow 3 to 5 people and sources in the AI space who are testing things in real time. X accounts of AI researchers and creators. YouTube channels that test new tools weekly. Discord communities where people post about new releases. Newsletters that summarize what actually matters, like Futurepedia, The Neuron, or Hugging Face Weekly. Step 2, set up a weekly review time. Every Monday or Friday, spend 30 minutes looking at what's new. What updated, what new tool launched, what new capability did ChatGPT or Claude release. Step 3, ask yourself one question. Does this help with any of my current workflows or problems? This is key. This way, you're not just scrolling news for fun, you're actively thinking, could this replace my current process? Could this save me time? Could this make my output better? Step 4, test it on your own work. If the answer is yes, test it this week, not next month, this week. Use it on your actual task. See if it genuinely improves things. Real example, Claude just released a feature where you can upload 200 pages of documents at once instead of 20. If you work with large data sets or long documents, you immediately test this because it could change your entire workflow. A video creator sees that Runway just added new motion controls. They test it on this week's project to see if it speeds things up. The people who know about this in week 1, they're 12 weeks ahead of everyone who finds out in month 3. This is different from chasing every shiny thing. You're not downloading random tools. You're staying informed about improvements to tools you're already using or problems you're trying to solve. You're thinking like someone who's actively competing in the AI space, not someone passively consuming content. And here's what's interesting. The fastest learners at Turing College spend about 30 to 45 minutes a week on this. That's it. But in 3 months, they've discovered 4 to 5 workflow improvements that save them hours. The people who ignore updates completely, they're still using their original workflows from month 1. Being on top of updates doesn't mean switching tools every week. It means being the person in your industry who knows about the new features first. It means you adapt quickly. It means you're not 6 months behind when something important changes. All right, now you've got your foundation. You can ask good questions, you're staying competitive, but here's what separates people who know about AI from people who are actually dangerous with AI in their industry. Tip 4, map your industry problems to AI solutions, not generic examples. Here's the biggest reason people watch AI tutorials and still can't figure out how to use it. They're learning someone else's use case. Someone teaches them, here's how to use AI for content creation. Sounds cool, but then they think, I'm a data analyst. How does this apply to me? And they get stuck. Why does this matter? Because generic tutorials create a gap between theory and reality. You need to see AI solutions for your specific industry, your specific problems, not content creators' problems. The fastest learners skip the generic tutorials completely. Instead, they do this. They map out the problems in their industry, then find AI solutions for those specific problems. Here's exactly how they do this, and it works for any industry. Step 1, write down 3 to 5 biggest problems in your industry. As a data analyst, I spend 8 hours a week cleaning messy data. Reports take forever to create. I have to manually verify data quality. As a marketer, writing 5 different email variations takes hours. Social media caption writing is repetitive. A/B testing takes forever to analyze. As a student, I can't organize all my research notes. Writing essays from research is time consuming. I spend hours just finding reliable sources. As a software developer, code reviews are slow. Writing documentation is tedious. Testing edge cases takes forever. Don't use my examples. Write down your actual problems from your job or industry. Step 2, now ask ChatGPT, how can AI help? Literally paste your problem into ChatGPT and ask, your role, I have this problem, your problem. How could AI help me solve this faster or better? It will give you not just generic ones, but specific solutions to your problem. Example, a data analyst asks, I'm a data analyst working with customer data. I spend 8 hours a week cleaning messy CSV files and dealing with missing values. How could AI help me solve this faster? ChatGPT response, you could use Python with AI, upload raw data to ChatGPT for pattern analysis, use Perplexity to research best practices for your specific data type, or use automation platforms to trigger data cleaning workflows automatically. Now you have 4 specific directions to explore, not generic content creation tips. Step 3, pick one solution and test it. Of those suggestions, pick one. Test it on your actual data or problem. Don't watch tutorials first. The data analyst might say, let me upload this messy data set to ChatGPT and ask it to help me structure it. Do that, now see what happens. Step 4, document what works. Build your playbook. Once you find something that works, write it down. Your prompt, your workflow, and the result. This becomes your playbook for that specific problem. Next time you have a similar problem, you already know the solution. Let's say you're a content creator. Writing 10 social posts daily is exhausting. Use ChatGPT to batch write posts, Claude to adapt tone, schedule automation tool to post them. Time saved, 3 hours a week. Or a data professional. Stakeholders ask questions about data, but I'm always in meetings explaining results. Use Perplexity or Notebook LM to create an automated Q&A system from your reports. People ask questions, AI answers from your data. Time saved, 5 hours per week. Student, I have 50 research papers to read, but no time to process them all. Use Notebook LM to upload all papers, ask it to find the key themes and disagreements, create a study guide from those themes. Time saved, 10 hours plus per week. Notice how each industry has completely different problems and completely different AI solutions. The content creator solution doesn't help the data analyst. The data analyst solution doesn't help the student. All of them follow the same process. Identify your problem, ask what AI can do, test it, document it. If you try to apply generic tutorials from another industry, you'll get stuck. But if you take your actual problems and ask, How can AI help? You'll find solutions that actually work for you. People who do this immediately, not next week, immediately, they find at least one use case they can implement within days. And suddenly, AI doesn't feel theoretical anymore. It feels practical, it feels relevant. And that's when you actually start getting good at it. Now you've solved a real problem with AI, you've got something working. But here's what most people don't realize. Your AI is still generic. It doesn't know your company, your industry, your specific data. But what if it did? Tip 5. Build your custom knowledge base. Make AI personal to you. The AI tools you've been using, ChatGPT, Claude, they're trained on general knowledge, but they don't know anything about your specific situation, your company, your industry, your past work. That's the gap between generic AI and personal AI. Building a custom knowledge base means uploading your own documents, data, and context into AI so it can answer questions specific to you. Not generic answers, answers based on your actual information. Here's exactly how to do this. Step 1, gather your knowledge assets. What information do you have that's specific to your work? It could be past projects, case studies, or examples that worked, company documents, SOPs or playbooks, research you've done or articles you've saved, meeting notes or decision logs, your own writing samples or templates, data files, reports, or databases. Step 2, choose your tool. Pick one. There are a few ways to do this. Pick one. Notebook LM, that's the easiest. Upload PDFs, docs, articles, even YouTube videos. Ask questions about them. It learns from what you uploaded. ChatGPT with file upload. Upload documents directly into ChatGPT and ask questions about them. Custom vector database. This is a bit more advanced. Tools like Pinecone or Supabase. This is overkill for beginners, so skip this for now. Start with Notebook LM. It's designed exactly for this. Step 3. Start small. One document, one problem. Don't upload your entire company database at once. Start with one thing. Maybe it's your best email template library or your top 10 case studies or your company handbook. Upload it, then ask your AI, based on this document, how should I solve my problem? Example, a salesperson uploads their best email templates and past successful pitches. Then asks, based on these winning emails, generate a personalized pitch for a marketing manager at a tech startup. The AI doesn't give generic advice, it gives advice based on your actual examples. Step 4, expand when it works. Once you see it working with one document, add more. Your SOPs, your previous projects, your research notes. Build your personal knowledge base over time. For a consultant, upload all your client case studies, ask, based on these projects, what's a pricing model for a SaaS company with these characteristics? The AI draws from your actual work, not generic consulting theory. For a student, upload all your textbooks, lecture notes, and past papers, ask, create a study guide focused on the topics I struggled with most. The AI knows exactly what you've studied and creates a personalized guide. For a data analyst, upload your past reports, data cleaning scripts, and analysis frameworks. Ask, based on my previous reports, how should I structure this new dataset analysis? AI draws from your style and your approach. This is where AI goes from being helpful to being genuinely personalized. It's not generic anymore. It's responding based on your experience, your work, your knowledge. People who set up a custom knowledge base say the quality of AI answers improve dramatically. It's like having an AI trained specifically on your expertise. And once you have this set up, it becomes a compounding asset. The more you upload, the smarter it gets. You've built something powerful now. You have a custom AI that knows your work. But here's what separates people who are simply using AI from people who are building businesses with AI: automation and agents. This is where you scale from saving hours to saving entire teams. Tip 6, master automation and AI agents. Scale your impact. Everything you've learned so far requires you to show up and use the tool. You type a prompt, you upload a document, you get a response. That's great, but what if AI did that without you? What if it handled tasks automatically, made decisions on its own, and scaled your work? There are 2 levels here. First level, automation. Workflows that run on a schedule or a trigger. Second level, agents. AI that can reason, make decisions, and take multiple actions on its own. Both are game changers, but they work differently. Level 1. Automation. Connecting tools. Start by connecting 2 or more tools so tasks happen automatically. You're not touching anything. Example workflows. Every email you receive automatically gets summarized and sent to your Slack. Every Friday at 5 p.m, pull your Google Analytics, ask ChatGPT to summarize the week, send results to your email. Every customer form submission automatically creates a document, fills in details, sends a confirmation email. Every social media post gets automatically extracted. Your custom knowledge base analyzes the engagement and generates next week's content strategy. Use platforms like Make or Zapier. You don't need to code. You literally drag and drop boxes and connect them. Pick a trigger when something happens. Action, what to do. Another action, do something else. YouTube has thousands of tutorials showing exactly how. Pick one automation you want to build, follow along, and you'll have it working in an hour. Level 2. AI agents, autonomous decision making. Once you understand automation, agents take it further. An agent can understand context, what's happening right now, make decisions, should I do action A or action B? Take multiple actions automatically, learn from results and adapt. Think of it like hiring an employee who works 24/7 without getting tired. An agent that monitors your customer support tickets, prioritizes them by urgency using your custom knowledge base, drafts responses and flags complex ones for human review. An agent that reads your calendar every morning, checks your emails, pulls relevant information from your knowledge base and creates your daily brief without you even asking. An agent that monitors industry news, compares it to your business goals, identifies opportunities and alerts you to ones worth investigating. Platforms like N8N have built-in agent nodes. You describe what you want it to do and it handles the complexity. It's harder than basic automation, but way easier than coding. Don't try to build a complex agent immediately. Start with basic automation. Pick one repetitive task, something you do weekly, something that takes more than 30 minutes, and something with clear steps. Build that automation first. Use it for a month. Once it's working, you'll see where you can expand or build your next one. One person automated their lead qualification process. Every lead that comes in gets analyzed by an agent against their ideal customer profile. Auto-scored, and high-quality leads go straight to sales. That one automation saves their team 20 hours a week. Another person automated report generation. Every data source updates automatically. AI analyzes it, generates insights, and delivers a report to stakeholders every Monday. One click saves 15 hours a week. The people who set up even one automation typically save 5 to 10 hours a week. The people who build AI agents, they're reshaping how their entire team or business operates. And it all started with understanding the basics. So there it is. 6 ways to learn AI fast in 2026. And here's what's interesting about all of these. They're not about being the smartest, they're about being intentional. Picking a problem, mastering fundamentals, staying competitive, mapping solutions to your industry, building personal knowledge, and then scaling through automation. But here's what I didn't cover in this video. What if you had a roadmap that told you exactly which of these tips to focus on first based on your specific goal? Click here to check out a video on the exact roadmap you should take to become a professional in AI in 2026. It has everything you need and the steps to get you started. I'll see you there.